We're back. The greatest show in the history of the world. I don't know which guy. I'm thinking JJ is the dumbass. Holding the blame again for being late, for us being late. I now, shocker, learn how to type dipshit before you start making fun of me, JJ. That's all I can say.
That was corrected. If you scroll past one more, I'll highlight it for you. No,
way to go.
We're allowed to make typos. It happens. We're human. I mean, shit. We could do a whole show on the mistakes you make. I think one typo is fine.
Name one mistake I've made ever.
Oof.
Just one, JJ. Not Joey. Not Joey. JJ. Name one mistake I've ever made.
I don't want to waste time.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't. You can't. It's fine. No worries. Good morning. Good morning there, Joey Work. Mr. I'm on friggin' fire right now. Mr. I'm just auto betting when I see Joey Work wake up. What's happening, buddy?
How we doing?
Hold on a second. Hold on. Before we do that, who picks the picture behind him? You know what? I'd never put a picture up of Big T because Big T ain't that important. Mike Trout's a lot more important than you. So screw it, Big T.
Narcissistic things I've ever seen.
Yep. Sure as hell. Well, I got a Job of the Hut back here too. I'm sure Tony's good. Maybe I should put a dog picture up here. And while you're at it, all those goddamn horses that are dying, ban horse racing. Good morning, Joey Work. What's going on? It's an interesting Orioles hat. Talk to me here.
How are you, Holden? Yeah, you got an interesting hat on too. I feel like you're very close to the screen. I don't know if you can move back a little bit, but I'm kind of getting a little anxious.
Yeah, it almost feels like he's gonna lick his camera.
Is that better?
It's kind of like scary.
I got my brick wallpaper coming this week. I'm pretty excited about that.
Wait. Why don't you get something new? You had brick in the old place.
What else am I going to put up there? Seriously.
I don't know, like a bunch of pictures of you with Trout just all over the fucking wall. That'd be pretty cool.
I got some. You want to see my Joe DiMaggio, Ted Williams signed picture that I saw? I met both of them, dude. I'm that old. Met both of them.
My grandpa.
Me, Joey, and unfortunately, hold on a second. Joey, Holden, and a twink. Apparently, you're a twink.
I've been called far worse if that was implied to me. However, I do think it was towards you, Holden.
Nope. Of course you think it would be. Of course you think it would be, but it's not. It's not toward me whatsoever, my friend. Joey, you've been on fire, my dude. Talk to me here. What's going on? Are you just in the zone? You're just locked in right now? You got enough data to where you could just pick all the winners? I'd love to say the same thing about JJ, but I can't. So talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking follow baseball every single day, you know? Mm-hmm. Fucking, for example, the Dodgers versus Padres, right? We bet on the Padres game 1. We bet on the Dodgers game 2. I'm fucking seeing the board great, okay? I don't know what else you fucking want. You want to sign up, runpurebets.com, runpuresports.com. This is why you fucking asked me this. Work 15. You get fucking 15% off. You get all the winners from JJ, all the winners from me, all the winners from fucking little Big T. Everybody else that puts fucking plays on the sheet. There's 87 plays on the sheet today. Fucking have a field day.
What we need to do, we need to tape Joey Work doing that and just drop that in every show because no one's doing it as well as Joey Work. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, credit to Joey. Joey's really seeing the board well. It's always nice as a gambler when you're kind of seeing things well, and it happens to all of us in our own spurts. Some are longer than others, but yeah, Joey's been seeing the board well since opening day, so keep at it.
I mean, I'm not going to call him
very nice. Thank you.
Fuck. That's not very nice, but it would be nice if you signed up. So Work 15, WERK. We still cannot find Gary. I have called multiple police offices in Bangkok. Nobody's heard of him. May come back, may not. Last week, Joey was speculating he was playing ping pong or at a ping pong show. Don't know what happened now. So
don't blame this on me. You're the only one that gets fucking aroused by talking about Gary in Thailand.
Well, I mean, Big T just said that you make him erect.
Yeah, I arouse him. Look at all the chat. I aroused the whole chat because no one wants to listen to you talk about ping pongs out of their assholes.
We're here Joey woke my girlfriend up. Were you spooning? Were you in a 3-way last night?
No, I went to the UFC 288 last night. That's why my voice is half gone. I was screaming at Dylan Dennis the whole time, telling him he sucks. The girls could beat him. The whole time he just kept turning at me, smiling like he loved that. Someone noticed who the fuck he was.
Terry Niehaus, who would be Uncle T, whose real name is Terrence. I was texting with Gary earlier. He's alive. Uncle T, could you tell us where Gary is, please?
Gary's in the chat.
Huh?
Gary's in the chat.
Gary's in the chat. What the fuck isn't he doing to the show for? Gary, where the fuck are you? You're supposed to be doing the show.
His account got hacked. That's one of the other, casualties of war going to Thailand. His account got hacked. Gary, we'll see in a few months, pal. I'm sure that account's completely gone, obliterated. Your Twitter's probably done as well. I wish you the best of luck. Salute.
Do you need some money for a bailout there, Gary? I'm sure you can ask Big T. I just don't know why the dude's in the chat and he's not on the show with us. That just doesn't understand. Like when I'm not doing a show, I want to get as far away from you guys as possible. Gary, on the other hand, is checking the show. Can you play DFS in Thailand, Gary? There's something shady here. I think Gary's around. He just doesn't want to hang out today. That's just
Maybe
me, though,
doesn't.
guys.
You know how many times you've done that?
No. If I'm gone, I'm not watching the show.
You do have
without me. Why am I going to watch the show without me? Seriously.
You have plenty of stalker and clinger-like qualities, Holden. So let's settle down.
I'm old. I can't even do anything with those. Great question, Abe Toro. I've definitely bucked the trend. There's no question. The over/under was 3 months, but I'm still here, Abe Bull. That's it.
I give you credit as a constant underperformer in every asset of what you do for RPS. You somehow still do your thing week in and week out.
Yeah. This nitwit knows nothing about sports and is a total clown. I mean, he's not far off. He's got a great point. It just nobody cares around here.
If it makes you feel good, Holden, Abe is also my father's biggest fan.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fucking idiot then. That's fine. I don't, that doesn't bother me.
I like to say, Joey. I think Holden is a great host.
Thanks, Joey. Thank you. Appreciate it. Even JJ saying,
Holden does a good job. The problem is sometimes you're off your meds for these shows, and it's pretty evident when you are. It's a bit rough to get through. But for the most part, you're somewhat sober, half not sober. Those are the best versions of Holden.
It's been rough. Sven Gunderson, go back to Sweden. I will say this: when I do the free shows, when I do the premium shows, everybody's nice. We bust our balls. When I do the free shows, I called people freeloaders like a year ago, Joey, JJ, and they've never gotten over it. You know, these guys that are not subscribers, they just come in here, they're upset. So GFY 15 for 15%, Sven and Abe the Bull.
It's a very soft world we live in, but that's fine. Also, Holden, I don't think your head was meant to wear a hat. Like it just doesn't look. It just doesn't.
I mean, what am I gonna do, dude? Do I do it like this?
Yes.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. Actually, let me tell you something. Folks at your age, Holden, especially going deep into the 60s, they would die to have your head of hair. I mean, look at that mop.
I know it's the one thing I got. I almost shaved my head bald though. My lady talked me out of it, but last week I was just like, screw it. It's time for a change. It's time to change it up. And she's like, if you do that, you're not getting laid. So I said, okay, I won't do it.
How about
you would know this. Like as the women get older, I assume they appreciate hair more and more.
Oh, buddy, what can I tell you? 100%. They love it. They love it. Liliana, please take that photo down behind. I'd rather look at a photo of Big T in a public restroom stall with his shirt off.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it down. It's proof that me and the greatest ball player until Ohtani showed up, we're hanging out for a couple of hours, as a matter of fact, in the Angels clubhouse. We were doing interviews. We were talking about things that he likes. We were talking NFL. Or maybe not a couple hours, maybe 30 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to go through the shit talking, and then we'll get into the baseball here in a minute. Your hair's great. Your face is the problem. Saw a picture. Now, who's Sugar, Joey Work?
Sean O'Malley, baby.
Oh, nice.
Sugar Sean O'Malley. Yes, sir.
Nice. Fuck with that.
Any ladies that you got a chance to meet there?
I did. Erin Blanchfield was the first lady I got to meet. But I'm on a streak from city to city. We got 3 in a row. We're going to Atlanta. I'll meet JT in Atlanta Tuesday night, watch the Braves beat up on the Red Sox. Then Wednesday, we're going to Alabama for a couple days. Here we go. Turn in. Let's go. Let's get to the fucking games, though. It's been 15 minutes. We've been talking about to the chat the whole time.
It hasn't. Well, I mean, we're trying to, get in with the chat. We want to make them feel comfortable. We want to make them feel happy. We just want them to relax, Joey Work, and it's all good. Last week at this time, you were telling us the story where you banged out a woman so hard in Pittsburgh that her extensions fell off. Any great stories like that? Any tall tales from last night in Jersey?
No, it took me an hour and a half to get out of the parking lot. By the time I got home, it was 4 a.m. So we're here, fucking still doing the show, smiling and yelling at you.
We're going to start with the Blue Jays and Pirates, boys. We'll do a little DFS stuff. We'll do a little betting stuff. Probably go to Joey first for the betting stuff. He's all hyped up, and we want to make sure we can suck that up. And then we'll get to JJ and see if we care about his thoughts. Blue Jays, minus 130 at Pittsburgh against Roansy Contreras. It's 8.5 total here. So what do you got, Joey Work? You like anything in this game from a betting side? Kikuchi hasn't been as good on the road. Blue Jays, Pirates. You like the Pirates a couple of times this year as big dogs.
Yeah, I mean, the Pirates are what, the second best team in baseball, third best team in baseball right now. But I mean, I'm seeing this is 95% rain. Is that true? Are we seeing?
There's going to be some rain today, Joey Work.
This game specifically looks like the most likely to get rained out. It's Pirates or pass here. I'm not taking Kikuchi. I'm not taking Kikuchi on the road. Ronzi has really good stuff. He puts it all together. I've bet on him and had success last year and to start this year. He had the problem always is with this guy is he walks people all the time and he puts people on and he can't issue free passes. Okay. But I mean, throw out his last start versus Tampa, the 3 starts before that, he pitched really, really good. He only allowed 3 total earned runs in over 8, almost 19 innings. So I think he probably has a good start here, depending on the weather. And it's Pirates or pass with the weather up in flux. I'm not going to touch this game.
JJ, I think that's one way to look at it from a DFS side too. Any bets here? And really, if I'm playing anybody from DFS, maybe I'll sit on a couple Pirates, but I'm not going to end up doing that anyway. So full fade?
No pitchers for me. I do think you could sprinkle in some bats. I do actually think this game plays. I'm no weatherman, but if they wait till 3:00, 3:30, it looks like they'll have clear skies. So we do see that often on Sunday where they'll push these games 2-3 hours back and then end up playing them. I do think this, as long as you get your heavy rain early and they don't have to start the game, stop it, blah, blah, blah. But hopefully it gets an early delay and then it'll just wait till the rain clears out, which should be around 3:30. And I think this game plays. The pitching's tough. But pitching's tough on this slate anyway. We'll talk through it game by game. But I wouldn't target any of these 2 pitchers for today.
We always get a nice crowd for this show. Little Sunday late morning action on the East Coast. Great timing, Josh. I think that was wonderful timing, Josh. Do love you though. So here's the deal. 175 likes and we're done. I won't bring it up after you hit to 175. So 175 on the like machine. We'd love that. Just to let everybody know, a couple of pieces of news here, player news. No Vlad Jr. for the Blue Jays. Vaughn Grissom was sent down. I don't know if you saw any of that Braves game yesterday. What the hell is that guy doing? No base running skill. That dude is not ready for the majors. So he gone. Joey Work. Cut the crap, you half cannoli. Who's going yard?
Yeah, give me a little bit. I'll give you a fucking ding dong in a day.
Red Sox, Phillies, Tanner Houck, Mr. Unlucky himself going against Taijuan Walker, who seems to just be a shit can at this point. We've got the Red Sox plus 110 dogs on the road at Philly. Kyle Schwarber's dropped to 5th in the lineup. 9.5 is the total. You know what, JJ? I'm going to go to you here first. Can you get on a little Red Sox train with me today?
Yeah, 100%. I think both teams, this is definitely one of my favorite stacks of the day. And it's not like contrarian in any sense, right? But it is a Sunday slate where you got a bunch of different games. Again, no pitching from me. Super warm game in Philly. Pitchers that are vulnerable. I do typically like Taijuan at home, but again, vulnerable. And both these lineups look pretty good today. This just seems like a good spot to mix and match stacks from this game, especially again, since pitching's a bit of a concern today. Granted, you can go up top and we'll talk on some of the bigger price guys today, like Ryan and Garrett Cole. But if you can find your sweet spot in the middle of pitching today for value, this is a game that makes a lot of sense to stack. Big price bats for sure, but find a way to make it work because this game makes the most sense to overstack.
I mean, money must be coming in on Phillies because they just went from minus 120 to minus 125 at Bet Rivers. Joey, any thoughts here on this one? And I personally don't think the Red Sox should be at plus money in this game, but here they are.
Yeah, this is a toss-up game. Both starters suck. Both bullpens suck. I mean, like, this is flip a coin. You can pick what side you want. If you're gonna do that, just take the freaking underdog. Tanner Houck, he got smashed. I mean, he's given up 300 runs in almost every single start. Taijuan Walker's last start, I don't think Taijuan Walker's pitched 5 innings. He's pitched 5 innings, like 2 starts, out of 7 or 6 or 7. He's only made it through 5 innings, 2 starts. The guys gave up 8 earned runs his last start against the Dodgers, 5 the start before that. I mean, if you want to trust either of these guys to put your money on it, God bless, but there's more value elsewhere.
Okay. Rockies and the Mets. Surprisingly, the Rockies have been scoring some runs on the road. They put up another 5 yesterday. The Mets offense struggled. Today they get Ryan Rita Felcher against them. Feltner and Joey Lucchesi is the pitching matchup this afternoon. Colorado plus 175 on the road. Joey, the total is 9. You get even money there at over minus 121 to the under here. This is a game that I just don't have a good feel for. Do you?
I mean, what's the Mets are minus what on this game?
Minus 200.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Joey Lucchesi and the Mets are minus 200. No, thank you. I told you this this Rockies team was going to get better.
They're getting better.
You were in the dumps about them the last couple of days, and Feltner the last couple weeks. And Feltner has been good. His last 3 starts, he's pitched really good. He's only had 2 earned runs in 16 innings. 2 of those starts on the road. In those 2 starts on the road, he blanked the teams. He pitched against Philly and Cleveland, blanked them. He could easily blank this Mets team. And Joey Lucchesi, minus 200 favorite, no shot. The guy pitched against San Fran, 1 good start. Everyone started sucking him off. He pitched against Washington, Detroit, and fucking gave up 7 earned runs in 9 innings. Guy doesn't strike nobody out. Absolutely not. This is dog or pass, easy. If you want to take the dog, this is a good spot.
JJ, you just look so riveted by what Joey Work just said. I wish you would have listened to him.
He definitely likes the Rockies in this spot at the price, which I mean doesn't love, but likes. Not a big Lucchesi guy, but that's fine.
See, I took out of it that he hates the Mets at that price.
I will say
that's mainly it. Yeah, I mean, but you're both right.
I will say that that the only chalky quote unquote pitcher I'd eat today would be Lucchesi, just because of his price, the matchup. I don't love the spot by any means, but again, he's 8,200. Big favorite. And the guy you could compare him to today, I guess, in some respects, is like a Steven Matz, who's even cheaper, who's going to see some decent ownership. And I'm not playing Steven Matz, that's for sure. So, he would be the only chalk on this whole slate. And we'll talk game by game, but the only chalk I would eat. As far as the bats, I don't want any part of the Mets bats. Again, it would just be Lucchesi, no Mets bats. Rockies have been finding some life with the sticks, though, for sure. But man, that bottom of the lineup, even 5 through 9, I mean, McMahon lefty on lefty, it's a tough lineup from the middle to the back today for the Rockies. Early game for them as well. But yes, Lucchesi or pass for me, nothing else.
Thank you, JJ, for your thoughts on that game. We do appreciate it. Like button would be great. We'll stop asking for him at 175. Joey Work will be plugging the site again in just a couple of minutes, but we do have other games that we need to break down. There's a lot of them, as a matter of fact, including the Twins and the Guardians. I think collectively, no team has burned RPS more than the Minnesota Twins since this site has launched. They are minus 155 favorites on the road against the Cleveland Guardians. So you got Quantrill and Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan's been a badass. I'm going to go to you here, JJ. I'm going to go here first because I think it's an interesting DFS side here with Joe Ryan, the second highest price pitcher on DK. You got Cole at 11.5. You got Ryan over 10K now. Do you want to roll with Ryan and DFS? Because I'm going to.
So, yeah, looking at ownership, it does look like Garrett Cole's going to see a much higher spike in ownership. And granted, look, the popular stat's going to be today, right? Maybe because pitching is so blah throughout. You play top 2 guys, and then you just stack the Oakland KC game. I'm sure people will do that in their own way because pitching's just so ugly in the middle towards the bottom. I could be convinced into more of Ryan just because of his ownership. I expected ownership to be somewhat similar because of the price differential or the price savings. And Ryan has similar upside today with how he's been pitching. But, it's looking like Cole's going to be like 3 times as high owned. So, yeah, definitely prefer Ryan knowing that information. But, again, it's just another spot where you're overpaying for a pitcher who's been pitching above his pay grade. The matchup's okay, but he's on the road as well. So, yeah, I'm going to have some Ryan probably slightly above the field. Looks like 15% ownership, so slightly above the field there, but nothing else. No bats in this game either for me. Just there's better spots today in general. But yeah, it'll be some Ryan and then pass for the rest.
All right, Joey Work, Twins, Guardians. Twins should be minus 155 on the road, right?
Yeah, that's probably about right. Joe Ryan has been fantastic. I do expect some aggression coming his way. When is it going to come? Maybe versus Cleveland team, who doesn't strike out much. And Cal Quantrill on the other end, not exactly some guy I trust. So I'm going to stay away from this game. The line's probably about right, but I do expect to fade Joe Ryan moving forward. Not particularly in this game, but definitely in a couple other spots where you get juice in your lines.
Is he just peaking or what? Why?
I mean, he's not going to go 40. He's not going to go 20-0. So
I mean, how do you know? How do you know that?
I'm telling you right now. You want to make a bet?
I don't want to bet that. No, that's a little too crazy for me.
All right.
They're just asking you how you knew. And of course,
I don't know. I'm making I don't know who's going to win the game either, but I'm giving you fucking unified. I'm trying my best to give you fucking
Let's give the host some credit, right? What a great question. Joey, you think Joe Ryan's going to end the year 27-0? What do you think? No, you don't.
That was not a question.
No, you don't.
He
Can
said
you tell me why
it to
you
me.
don't? Why exactly, Joey, is Joe Ryan not going to end the season 27-0? Is there any proof behind that?
He just said 20-0. He just said 20-0. And I'm like, how do you know that? I think it was a legitimate question, JJ.
No,
Why are you ripping me for that?
It's a dog shit question.
Holden, did you just roll out of bed and just fucking walk over to you?
No, I've been up since 6:45 my time.
Doing what?
The dog had to go piss. The lady got out of bed. Apparently last night, though, I was like talking to my sleep. I never talk in my sleep. I was like, God damn it, motherfucker, saying all this other stuff. So I'm a little concerned about what's going on in my mind right now. But I'm a happier individual today than I was yesterday.
Good.
So maybe I just needed to.
Happier than last week, too. That's good.
What's that?
You're happier than last week, too.
Yeah, I didn't want to be. That was sad. We didn't do the Braves game yet, did we, guys?
No.
I think
the Braves game started before we even did the video, right? I think.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I had my whale cock play of the day.
Of course, on a game.
I'm going to have to come up with a new one.
Yeah.
You know what? Forget it. Just so people get a taste going forward. Braves +4 minus 1,200. Just a reminder, everybody, that those were undefeated until one of the last weeks of the year. And then again, you lose money in the long term. If you just get one wrong, we got one wrong. So thank you, Butthole Jenkins, who's given us some home run calls. I like that Aguilar call, actually.
I like Aguilar too, but I got a home run call once we get to the game. All right.
Have you been really good at those?
I think I'm like 2 for 2. So not great, not a big sample size.
Another really dumb fucking question. Like, Joey, your home run calls. Joey, your home run calls. Have you been hitting them at a 95% clip? Great. Great work.
Brian, let's go, Brian.
Joey represents the viewers when he shows. I can say that when he shows genuine hate toward Holden. So that's 3 of the 7 hecklers that have come here. We need 4 more. And then Mangone. Oh, it was K Fleek's burner. Mangone ended up banning or putting him in a timeout yesterday. K Fleek's burner would take a lot for you to have me ban you at least for 1 minute. I
wanted to note, Holden, that I do plan to clip the showing of you and Cronin, the horse guy, talking about how you thought certain people at RPS should be jockeys, like little fat Mikey in your own quotations. Right. I can't wait to clip that and show that to our friend Michael.
I didn't call him little fat Mikey.
Very
I said Mikey.
No,
but he was too fat.
We have a little fat guy named Mikey. Mikey, who would be a great jockey.
You want to tell me something? Do you think Mikey would be a good jockey? He's short enough, but he's plump.
I will protect the innocent and just claim no.
So comment. Right, you think he's too fat also?
No, first of all, Mikey is not your. We live in America, okay? Mikey is not considered fat in America.
Oh, yeah, of course not. The most obese nation in the world. Well, next to Mexico. Anyways, we got another game to get to. We got so many games to get to, and it's the Rays and the Yankees. Yankees minus 118. The great Rays, even though against Garrett Cole plus 104. Dogs at home, 7.5 total. Mommy and daddy are at this game today, JJ. JJ, you got to play from this game, I heard.
I do like this under. I debated a few different ways to bet this because, whenever you're back, like I wanted to bet the Yankees behind Cole at a cheap price because it does feel like a really cheap price, all things considered. But I am concerned of the Yankees' inability to score runs. I know yesterday they squeaked some runs late with Harrison Bader, I think in like the 7th or the 8th inning. And now Bader's batting 5th, which is comical. But this Yankees lineup's been tough. I know they get Judge back in a few days. But look, on the other end, Javi Guerra, he's going to open this game for them. I know if you look at his surface numbers, they've been pretty bad, but he only got ripped apart one game. It was against Pittsburgh. If you can't take it out, but if you do take it out, his numbers look way different. Some reason they just let him get burned in that game consistently. But other than that, he's been relatively okay. And then Fleming's going to be behind him. So I do like this spot for guys to get in and out of jams, even if they find themselves in it. Look at the Rays lineup. It's okay. Not excellent by any means. And obviously we know the Yankees black holes all over this lineup. What's your thoughts on Connor Falefa hitting 6, Joey? It seems like this lineup is just such a mess. But yes, if either of these two get us 8 runs, if Cole gets lit up, or if the Yankees somehow squeeze 5 runs in this spot, it is what it is. I do like the under 7.5 though. Pens have been a little taxed, but definitely should be a full stable of arms today if needed from both ends. So yeah, I do really like the spot under 7.5 full game.
Yeah, I mean, we got Cole again, highest K prop on the slate. He's just he's been terrific so far. But the Rays have kind of been his nemesis. I don't see who is a G-Man Choi. He's no longer there. He's the Garrett Cole killer. Also, it's Guerra if you want to pronounce it again, JJ. But you probably don't give a shit about accuracy. Now this is going to get you. This is going to get you banned. Is it humorous? Yeah, it is humorous, but we can't talk about that stuff. So I have to put you in a timeout, Joe. Joey Work. Yes. I mean, you just can't do that. You can't say mean things like that. So we're up to 4 of the 7 now. Yes, Joey Work.
Yeah. What?
The Gator guy is the other guy, but he might've just completely checked out. One of maybe our highest viewed show this year. We're already up to about 500 viewers today. We'll be well over 1,000.
Imagine not 1,000 people watching us on a Sunday giving out winners and fucking cracking up Holden. Like, imagine.
They'll get those. But you know, what can I tell you? Fine advice there, Riley's got. Fine advice. So, Joey Work, anything on the Rays and the Yankees?
I mean, how bad is the Yankees lineup? They fucking beat the Rays. They should have beat the Rays both games. The first game, the Rays bullpen, how many times have I told you guys this year? The Rays bullpen is their arch nemesis. It sucks. They blew the game yesterday. They blew the game the day before. They luckily won the game the day before in extras or in the bottom of the 8th or 9th, but I do not trust the Rays bullpen as far as I can throw them. That's all I got. I like the under, though.
Okay, Gator Nation, I don't heckle. Putting you in timeout. Crop out Holden from the thumbnail and the number of viewers. Guys are lucky I got a good sense of humor. So we're done with that game. It's time to move. Oh, I have to tell likes. Yeah, give us a like.
It's like he just remembers.
It's Sunday morning. Things are happening. The wheels are moving. The wheels are in motion. Joey Work, the wheels are in motion. I love the A's and the Royals today. You can make fun of the A's all you want for the DFS side. I think this is a great game to stack. You've got 2 teams that have just put up a shit ton of runs in KC where it's hot and it's humid. It's got to be in the upper 80s today. And this is just another reason that I had to move out of Kansas City. It's just, 86, 80, 89 degrees is what it'll get up to today. Wind's blowing out to left field. And it says here that JJ has a play, so you go first.
Yeah, so I really like that you love this game to have runs on the DFS side because I really like the first 5 under in this one. So 5.5. Mason Miller on the A's end. I mean, I know the sample size is small, but I'd argue he's been their best pitcher. Definitely a guy that gets outs. And then on the other end, Ryan Yarbrough. I mean, it's hard to figure him out because he's been pitching so terribly. But his velo's up, and he draws a really good spot here against Oakland. I know it's a warm weather game. I know there's been runs all over this series, but I do believe we're getting the best pitching matchup of the series, and I do believe that I don't want any part of these bullpens because we know how much of a mess both teams can be from the pens. But I do think the number's a little high for the arms we have going today, so that's why I liked it. I liked it under, and it's not like KC's top of the lineup has been killing things anyway. I know Witt's at least in the lineup today, But overall, I think the pitchers outdo the hitters here. I think this number's a bit too high. So yeah, I targeted first 5 under 5.5.
Uncle Terrence with the playbook today, and Uncle Terrence does not have the A's or the Royals in there. A little bit disappointed, to be perfectly honest with you. And then if you look at his core, though, he has Kansas City and Oakland in there. So I just checked. You got nothing in the playbook, Uncle T, but you put it in your cores. Go figure. What do you got here, Joey Work? Lots of runs?
Timmy! Yeah, I mean, I like what JJ said. I got nothing for you on this one. Sorry.
Do you want to plug the site again, please? Because you just so caught me off guard. I was expecting to like take a minute off. You were going to talk. I was going to go look some shit up. I got to buy an air purifier and other stuff.
Bro, can you wait till the show's over to buy an air purifier?
How does that not get a boot? Like just randomly saying I need to get an air purifier.
Can you plug the site?
What do you need to do? We'll move on to the next game, okay? It's not.
I'd like for you to plug the site because I want people to keep buying the bets side.
Okay, I'll do that after I give them the winners. Next game is Detroit versus St. Louis.
No, you don't have a winner for this game.
You have
that's
a winner for
JJ's game.
Okay, I'm introducing the fucking game because you're not.
Holden, you remember when you said you were in a good mood and everything was going great?
I'd like to
say that changed in the last 2 minutes.
I'm putting up hecklers comments.
Here comes the victim card, Joey. Here it comes. Here it comes.
I'd go as far as to say sprightly today. Yes, Joey Work. You wanted to talk about the Cards and Tigers, even though JJ has the play on this game.
Yeah, Cardinals, Tigers, Fado versus Steven Matz. We'll go to JJ first because he's got a fucking play. That's how you intro the game.
So I talked about earlier how one of
white Stephen A. Smith over there. It's like rah, rah, rah.
I thank you for interrupting, Holden. I talked earlier on how I did really like the Boston Philly game for runs, but my favorite game today for runs is definitely going to be this one. The Tigers have been hitting all series long. This series, by the way, in the 2 games has had no less than I think 22 or 23 hits in both games. Just a tremendous amount of runs, and the Cardinals continue to not hit with runners in scoring position. Another series where I think they're like 4 for 25 or something with runners in scoring position, but they are still starting to get more and more hits. At some point that's going to correct itself. Arenado finally went yard yesterday after being a bum for a long period of time. So that was nice to see. Also, look, Alex Fado, AAA guy so far this year, comes up to the majors. Not like he was excellent in AAA either. And last year he was getting knocked around in the majors. Steven Matz has been really bad. I know that, we know that he can pitch well in certain scenarios. It is going to be nearly 100 degrees with the humidity today in St. Louis. A lot of carry on the ball. And Steven Matz is no stranger to deep fly balls. So expect a little extra carry there from the Tigers, even though it's not like you expect a lot of pop from that lineup. But as mentioned, I think they have just the Tigers alone. I think they have like 25 hits in this series, not even including how many extra bases they've gotten from walks and whatnot. So again, you got a decent lineup from the Tigers. You got a good lineup from the Cards. I really like this game over the number at 9.5. Got that at like -102, -103 at FanDuel. So yeah, there's been runs in this series, but honestly, there should have been a lot more runs in this series. Runners in scoring position haven't really gotten there thus far. If we get a little extra juice there, wouldn't even surprise me if this game went into the 12, 13, 14 area between both teams. There's been a lot of hard contact, and no reason to think that stops today. So really like that over 9.5.
Joey, can you recommend an air purifier?
Javi Baez dong of the day. Matz has given up a homer. I think every start we faded him almost every time. The guy, if you watched his starts, he's fucking lost. He is throwing balls not even close to the zone. He's walking people at a high clip. The guy is a fucking shit show right now. And if you're betting on Steven Matz right now, if you're putting him in your lineups in DFS, fucking say a prayer and don't even watch the game because that you're going to need it. All right. Fado, he's going to pitch a couple innings. He's going to be up to Detroit bullpen. I like the over with JJ. On to the next one.
And how about this? Just to touch on that, I'm looking at ownership. Obviously, A's and Royals are seeing a decent chunk of ownership today. Tigers ownership, nobody's supposed to be more owned than 10% on the Tigers side of things, and they're dirt cheap, like dirt cheap. I definitely think you should mix and match certain stacks for Detroit, and even run it back on the Cardinals end. I think it'll make you different. And then look, you'll have money. I mean, granted, if you play the Cardinals, you're not gonna have as much money, but Tigers are cheap. Maybe mix 1 or 2 Cards bats in, and then finish up your lineup with some of the top pitchers today. But really like the spot with the Tigers. I agree with Joey.
Gator Nation, are you a subscriber? The reason why I just put you in timeout for no reason, there is a reason. You've been an asshole. for about the last 10 shows. So I just decided to do that to be an asshole to you. Now, if you're a subscriber, I won't put you on timeout again. But you're not a subscriber, use the code WORK15, W-E-R-K. See how I did that? WORK15. Yeah, you're good. Can you milk a cat, Craig? So again.
See, that was your best line of the whole show, Holden.
Yeah, great.
WORK15, worked 15% off all the other shit that we got here at the website. Okay, so that leaves us with the Marlins and Cubs. So quick question here, Joey Work. What's going on with Alcantara, man? He's not the same guy. Marlins are minus 115, minus 114 on the road, even money. 7.5 is the total here. But what's going on with Mr. Alcantara?
Yeah, his advanced numbers have been bad. I think this is a good bounce back spot for him. I was almost going to take the Marlins, but I looked at their bullpen, and I think everybody in their fucking whole bullpen threw yesterday. So, and obviously in the first 5, they threw 6 different people out of the bullpen. Only 2 people didn't throw yesterday for them. So I'm really, and both, their bullpen is very, very taxed. So I was going to look at maybe taking the Marlins on a first 5, but then you're laying way too much. And I'm going to wait and see, take a wait and see approach on Alcantara. I kind of do like Wisnowski on the other side. Obviously he came over. I'm pretty sure he came over from the Yankees. I mean, I know he hasn't struck out many people, but he's pitching pretty damn well. You know, he's had 3 of his last 4 starts. He's only allowed 1 total on run. He's pitching about 5-6 innings every start. So I expect probably be another low scoring affair here. And also the Marlins, I think the Marlins have lost like 6 games in a row. So it is a stay away game for me, but I do kind of anticipate the Marlins probably maybe winning the game. You know, I just when it gets up to the bullpen, I can't really trust this bullpen. So I am going to stay away. The Cubs bullpen is superiorly better than them. So that's the lean, but I'm going to stay away.
I didn't know Gator Nation was a subscriber. I always thought he was just a heckler. Gator Nation, hit me up in Discord. I'm going to send you some gear. I'm not even kidding. 100%.
Yeah, he's going to send you that signed Trout photo he has behind him. Lucky you, Gator. Congrats.
I would never send that to him.
You get a photo.
I would never
send
Trout. I wouldn't even
to
send him a
library.
print. I wouldn't even send him a print.
Who signed the ball?
No, I'm serious, Gator Nation. Hit me up. I'm going to send you some swag. I didn't know you were a subscriber. No one did. This is from the Cal Ripken World Series circa 2005.
You just randomly drop a ball. Look, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to.
It's the Cal Ripken World Series.
Weird. It's weird, Holden. The placement of it all is weird. So
I don't care what you say, JJ.
Goes right on.
Johnny Joseph Apricina. Do you
I will
have a
say
horse
this
show to do with your
game,
dad?
Favorite pitcher of the slate for me is Alcantara.
We don't even care.
At the price, definitely favorite pitcher of the slate.
So Gator Nation, you don't even have to forgive me. Hit me up. I'm going to send you something. I mean, you've been saying some mean stuff once in a while, but I didn't know that you were a subscriber. So I don't like pissing subscribers off. Just the people that don't pay. Okay. We've got more games to get to. We are not done yet. Oh no. Brewers, Giants.
We are done with the main slate, Holden. You should, as a good host, you should reference we are now done with the main slate on DFS.
Well, you said I was a good host. I never said I was a good host. So
let me ask you this. If you're not hosting and you're not providing valuable content,
hey, it's what we ask every day. JJ, we ask that same question every day. And like I said, amazing I'm still here. Joey Work. He sent you KMB Squid, sent you cards?
Yeah, I already sold that a long time ago.
Oh. It sounds to me like he got a nice card from you.
I got a card from him.
And then you sold it.
I did. That thing is long gone.
Can I just understand real quick? How do you get out of this that Joey received a card from him?
He got a nice Trout auto card from me. So Joey Work got the card from KMB Squid, and then Joey sold it himself. What are you missing here? You're just going to look at me befuddled because it's your idiotic statement? Are you kidding me, JJ?
We need to rewind it. We need to rewind it back because that was not what you said.
That's exactly what you said. The tape. Next game we get to, if you'll stop interrupting, JJ, would be the Brewers and the Giants. Nobody has any bets. The main slate's over. Joey Work, do you just want to pass it on?
No, we can talk about this. The Brewers lost like 7 games in a row, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of was interested in taking them because I really don't like Ross Stripling, but Adrian Hauser comes up. I think this is his first start of the year. He did throw a couple rehab starts. I want to say like 4 or 5 rehab starts. Obviously, this guy doesn't have high strikeouts. His numbers are not good. His advanced numbers are not very good. And he had like 1 good season. Otherwise, he's got pretty much hit around in his stay in Milwaukee for however long he's been in Milwaukee, 7 years. So it's basically going to be a Milwaukee bullpen day. The Milwaukee bullpen has been okay. Only one guy threw out of their bullpen yesterday too, Tyson Miller. So they basically have a full bullpen. So probably mix and match here. I do like the Brewers, but meaning that they lost, something JJ and Fax say, it's easier to ride the streak than try to guess when it's going to end. So I'm just going to stay away, but it was Milwaukee or pass here.
Yes, JJ.
So I partially agree with Joseph. The problem is Adrian Hauser is woof. So tough to imagine what we're going to get out of him today. It becomes an easy pass for me, but I can't disagree when Joey likes his spot. It's just Hauser is just so blah. But no, we can move on, Holden. Or how about we get your thoughts on this game, Holden?
Well, I still haven't gotten a message from Gator because I told him I was going to hit me up at Discord, Gator.
I'm
like
sure
he's
not stopping everything he's doing to message you right this second.
You think the guy was just waiting his entire life for you to tell him that?
Tune me out when I'm talking. Hit me up on Discord. Come back when I'm done talking. It's pretty easy, Joey Work. It's kind of what you do.
I actually listen, you fuck. That's what you do.
Hey, that's not a nice thing to call somebody. And I don't appreciate that language on this show. That is really your dad too, isn't it, JJ?
That's him in the flesh.
Oh God. It's a sick individual. Anyway, so our next game, I actually have the same play or different play than Joey in this game, but I'm going to give.
You looked at the sheet, you saw my play, and now you got
the
same play
because you were very late in putting up your plays today, and I didn't have them until about a minute before the show started.
That's
so I didn't. So
true.
You're going to lose
on
this
at 11 in the morning. Okay, so that was fucking 2 hours ago. Almost,
no, it wasn't. Impossible.
Yeah, it was
impossible.
Yeah, it was
impossible.
Maybe you should reload your site and get it going. All right,
anyways,
buddy?
Rangers, Angels plus 114 for the Rangers. Now, you tell me what I've gotten wrong from this, okay, Joseph? Rangers 21-9-2 in first fives this year, 3rd most profitable in baseball, 4th in WRC plus against left-handers. I think they're facing a left-hander today. I like the Rangers at plus money in the first 5, plus 105. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Rangers full game. I bet on them a lot this year. I've been pretty damn good, pretty profitable with them. Martin Perez, we bet on him a lot too. Everyone fucking continues to hate on Martin Perez. Guess what? The guy continues to fucking do the job. So I'm taking him definitely. Angels have used 3 big arms maybe their 3 best arms out of the bullpen last night. They all threw at least 25 pitches each. On the other end, the Rangers threw nobody out of the bullpen. One guy who doesn't mean shit. So fully rest the bullpen for the Rangers after they spanked them last night 10-1. These 2 teams are not comparable. The Rangers are a much better team than the Angels, okay? Get that straight. And starting pitching matchup, bullpen matchup, and bats, they have the advantage. This is an easy play. Taking a Rangers money line plus, what did I get? Plus 110 via Caesars.
I mean, JJ, we're not on the main slate anymore. Do you have anything to add to this?
Just saying that last week I backed Suarez in a spot that made a lot of sense for him to bounce back. Again, you look at his advanced stuff, he looks like dog shit, but all his stuff from last year looks pretty similar. He's been a reliable pitcher. But let's be honest, so has Martin Perez, right? I mean, Martin Perez somehow figures a way to keep getting outs at his ripe age with a low velo fastball. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I slightly disagree. I do think Suarez is a better arm, but with that said, Perez just continues to find ways to get outs. But you're definitely right on the bullpen end of things. Angels bullpen is so blah. So no, especially at a dog price, can't disagree with it at all.
Your dad, I don't even know what that means, but nice job on your show with your son yesterday, picking 2 horses that died and the other one finishing last. So solid job, Fax Man. You obviously have lost your fastball quite a bit, and go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. That's all I can say. Like button. If we hit the 175, I don't know. I'm not on the YouTube thing. So if we hit 175, just tell me in the chat, and then I don't got to say it anymore. Like button would be great. Work 15% off your first payment.
Did we get to 175 yet, Holden?
Huh?
Did we get to 175 yet?
I just said I'm not looking at YouTube, so I don't know. I'm just going to keep saying it.
Gotta make me look.
Yeah, I mean, do your fucking job. I got to host the show. You think it's easy working with you?
Yeah, it's that is ironic coming from you.
Nationals, Diamondbacks. Nationals plus 145 on the road. No Corbett Carroll in the lineup for the Diamondbacks today. 9 is the total. Joey Work, juice to the over at minus 121. What's the handicap? What's the breakdown, Joey Work?
I don't like this game at all. I'm staying away. I don't trust either of the starters. Trevor Williams is definitely due for some regression. When is it going to come? It's got to come soon. Obviously, Arizona's the better of the two teams, but essentially, I'm staying away.
JJ, would you like to?
Easy pass for me, Holden. And by the way, I think we're at now 172 or 173. We're on the move.
I'll say it one more time. Like button, get us 175. That's it. I'm not going to say it again. I trust you, men and girls. To end up.
How many people are watching? We got over 1,000.
By the time it's all said and done, once the main slate was over, we lost about 100. In all seriousness, once the DFS side, but the betting people still stay with us.
So thank God I mentioned that, because you weren't even going to mention the fact that we were done with the main slate. So I'm the reason we lost 100 people. That's you.
That's what
everybody.
I said. That's why I didn't say it. Jesus, man. Joey, do you like the Phillies Sox over 10?
Sure. Yes, I do. That's definitely the lean.
Damn straight, Daniel Mordorf. Damn straight. Let me just see real quick if Gators hit me up in the Discord yet.
Oh, my God, dude. We're in the middle of a fucking show. Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
We got 10 minutes to get through the last couple of games. He still hasn't hit me up. Gator, hit me up, dude.
I love how he's just like, Holden thinks like a few t-shirts Holden's gonna give this dude for free just changed his entire fucking life. Like the guy was just running into Holden's inbox to message him about it.
Yeah, and how is Holden getting him gear? Holden's got to message fucking Amber to get him gear.
Yeah. Holden's like, I'm gonna personally give it to you. Amber's gonna have to box this shit up.
Show at like 2 a.m. I got to do this goddamn horse show. He knows I don't think horse races should be legal. I suck it up, and the son of a bitch still isn't sending me gear. So all the shit that he gave me for the last 3 years, I'm just giving it away now, whether it's game one or not.
I was gonna say I never seen you wear any gear.
It's because you know what? I'm boycotting. I'm boycotting.
That's exactly what you sounded like.
Astros Mariners. Says Joey Work has a play on this game. The Astros plus 114, 8.5 is the total. Visiting Seattle, beautiful Seattle, Washington. What do we want to do with this game, Joey? What's the play?
Yeah, so Bryce Miller threw one good start in Oakland against the Oakland Athletics, and now this team is minus 130 with him starting on the hill. He pitched one start in the majors. One. I mean, this line is definitely not right. It should be flip-flopped. Okay, this guy, even in the minors, he pitched 19 innings in the minors. He gave up 14 earned runs this year. Like, guys, let's simmer down a little bit. He never even pitched in AAA. He pitched 14 starts in AA. He's just thrown right to the majors. This guy's going to get hit hard. One of these starts is probably coming soon. All right. Houston, Belak, I'm not really crazy about Belak. Don't get me wrong. But he's also pitched 5 starts in the minors, 19 innings, only 9 earned runs. So much better numbers here. This will be his second start. He pitched in San Fran. Went 4 innings, 2 earned runs. So it's going to be, he'll probably pitch 5, hand it over to bullpen. Both bullpens are very, very good. And the Mariners scored 7 runs off the bullpen last night. Otherwise, the Astros were going to win that game. So get the Astros as a dog price here. Divisional matchup plus 115 on the Astros. I mean, I'm going with 2 dogs. Long term, you'll fucking be profitable.
JJ, I don't even think you should talk. That was such a great breakdown. I don't think there's anything.
Oh, yeah. What exactly did he say, Holden?
He likes the Astros.
Good, yeah. Wow. Somebody fucking give this guy a birthday cake. Holy shit.
What do I get a birthday cake? My birthday's not. You know what? I got one more birthday before my 50s, and then it's all over, buddy. It's all over. 50th birthday party. Where would you have your 50th birthday party, Joey Work? If you turned 50, huh?
Thailand.
Two games left. White Sox, Reds. Now, who was it? Jimenez last night? He had the appendectomy. So this team's a shit show. 9.5 total here in Cincinnati, plus 105 White Sox, minus 120 Reds. JJ, since you had nothing to add for a few minutes, what do you got?
Yeah, so definitely no bet for me in this game. Friday, I had the Reds, won the first 5, lost the full game. Yesterday, I had the over 9, won the first 5, lost the full game. This has been a series of first 5s getting right and full games getting wrong. So in theory, I could make a first 5 wager here, but no, games like this, you just kind of move on when obviously things aren't going your way for a certain series. So I'm not even going to give my comments on it because it won't matter.
True.
Joey.
What game are we talking about now?
White Sox Reds.
Were you looking up air purifiers or something? What the fuck are you doing?
So White Sox Reds here, Michael Kopech. Like, I keep fucking thinking this guy's going to pitch a good game. And I mean, I guess he pitched a good game last start, but he also walked 5 batters. He continues to issue free passes after free passes. That's why he keeps getting shelled. And Ashcraft on the other end, another guy. So his numbers are good. The advanced numbers aren't crazy good. And he continues to walk people. So I do expect, I know, what's his name just got hurt for the White Sox yesterday, right? Eloy Jimenez, he's out for the year. So that is not good for this White Sox team.
He's not out for the year, is he? He had an appendectomy.
Oh, okay. So he's out for how long? 3 months?
Probably a month.
A month? Okay. He probably wears
4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks. There you go. All right, my bad.
PhD Seth over there. Like that.
Well, I mean, he didn't listen, and when someone's not listening, I need to listen for them. I just wanted to help him out. That was not a
point for Holden. Point for Holden. Rare point for Holden.
6 of them.
You got 1 point, Holden. Yeah, I lean over, but like I really don't trust. I don't trust the White Sox bats. Maybe just take the Reds money line if you want to do it. As we know, the White Sox bullpen has been absolutely terrible all year too. Like they're I think second worst bullpen in baseball according to my numbers, right up there with the Tampa Bay Rays. But yeah, that's where I'm at there.
JJ, I'm not going to bother with you. Then we got the night game, Dodgers Padres. I'm going to go right back.
I actually already talked that game. You have to go first.
I'll take my point away. So I got 1 point from Joey, and we're going to take 1 point away. So I'm at +5 now.
You still have 1 point for the milk and the nipples Fokker piece that you said before.
Joseph, I must say, you've been killing this Padres-Dodgers thing. So, I don't know if this is, hey, let's pick one here and we'll go back to the other one, but you've been doing very good here. It's been a cash cow. So I go to you, Doyers Padres.
You know what the cash cow is? You take the fucking underdog with the plus money, and it's pretty damn easy.
You can't do that here.
What do you mean you can't do that? What's the line?
It's both minus 107.
Okay, well, it's Dodgers for me tonight. All right, Joey Musgrove's pitched 1 start in Mexico City. Didn't look great, right? I think the Dodgers come back. I take Urias over him. I think the Dodgers come back and probably win this game tonight. I mean, the last 2 games, they've been very good games, awesome atmospheres in San Diego. This is the late game. As like last year, how many games would they all go under on Sunday Night Baseball? Not exactly this year, but this will probably be, this is probably going to be a low-scoring game, I would imagine. Dodgers probably squeak it out here. Yeah, these two teams are very evenly matched. I think probably long-term the Dodgers will be better, but the Padres on paper are very, very scary, that's for sure.
JJ, you've added so much to the show. Can you add one more thing before the end of the show?
Sure, I sure can. I know you kind of nixed my Sandy Alcantara play, but yes, favorite play in DFS streets for the folks that are still building lineups. I do love him today. And just to recap my best bets, under 7.5 Yankees Rays, first 5 under 5.5 Royals A's. I really like that, knowing it's Holden's favorite DFS stack. And then over 9.5 Cardinals Tigers. The lower owned-ish favorite stack of the day for me is the Tigers. You get a lot of cheap bats with a lot of upside against a pitcher like Matz today. So really love those spots all around. I
will say you will make some money if you just go opposite of me. And I've said this before. I am the greatest bettor in the world, because if you know how to use the system that I use, you're going to make a shit ton of money.
So just to answer Riley's question, look, you can play him. Cole on a site like this would be somebody I'd be underweight on, but I also am invested in the game under. So it's kind of like a win-win for me in that sense. But he's going to be 50, 60% owned today. So leverage that as much as you can. He does make a ton of sense, but he's going to be super popular.
I'm seeing a lot of Cole, Alcantara, and Joe Ryan today from our boys. doing the course. This is kind of what's going on. So yes, a little cold for DFS. Best bets. And then I know Joey Work said he had a home run play. What's your home run play, Joey Work?
Yeah, Javi Baez, Dong in a day, 2 best bets. Rangers money line plus 110, Astros money line plus 115. You want to sign up, runpurebets.com, runpuresports.com. Work 15. I'm 61 and 45 to start MLB season, up over 20 units. It's been a little bit over a month. I don't know what else you fucking want from me, okay? I'm here, I'm yelling at you guys, and I'm giving winners, okay?
What else you fucking want from me? JJ, what's your best bet today?
I already gave them out.
2 best bets already. He gave his fucking who he likes in DFS.
He did that like an hour ago.
No, I did
before I went.
I did it about a minute and a half ago, Holden.
There is, I
Holden,
think
what's your bet so we can all fade it? Tell the chat your bets,
Rangers first 5 money line plus 105.
What is it?
Rangers first 5.
Oh, this guy fucking picks my
first 5 money line plus 105. I think I kind of set it out for you. The Rangers very profitable first 5, and then they crush lefties. So go get depressed. See if you can cash out Joey Work. It might be a little too late for you.
And guys, join me talking NASCAR by my lonesome in the next 2 to 3 minutes. But yes, it'll be fun. I'm very prepared for this slate, so should be a good one. Even though I'm alone,